Hey guys, MDTV here, the alternative. It's time for another commentary. Today I'm going to be doing a commentary on another Enter-related video. I can hardly wait. But after this video, I'm going to stay away from any video Enter-related as I do other subjects. Today's commentary is on ThatKidDouglas, who for short, I'm just gonna call him Douglas. Now, Douglas made a video titled The Guide to Surviving the Internet, Who is the Mysterious Mr. Enter? Now, just like Kablam's commentary on Enter, this is basically another Enter hate video, except that it's a rant instead of a commentary. But before I start, I just want to say I love the title. The Guide to Surviving the Internet. Yeah, because the worst thing on the internet right now is definitely a shitty cartoon reviewer. But in all honesty, this video, in my opinion, is even worse than Kablam's commentary, and quite possibly the worst video I've commentated on so far. And that's definitely saying something. Oh, and this guy goes into Enter's online history a lot, and let's just say it's really annoying and pointless. So I'll be skipping a lot in this video. So without further ado, let's dive in.
Wait, how is that funny?
And with complications comes with a lot of people wanting to take shots at you.
Well, you are doing the exact same thing right here, and that's jumping on the bandwagon. Because Enter is wrong about everything just because he is Enter. But whatever, this is only the beginning anyway.
But if you want to know how all of these series convey, or how they all play out, here's a clip from various episodes in these series so you'll get a greater sense of what I'm talking about.
Return what you have stolen from me.
Okay, ignore them half-assedly trying to be.
So what? You aren't going to explain what's wrong with the clips, instead you are going to let them play out, which he does for 2 minutes? Thanks for wasting my time.
Wait, how is that funny?
Mr. Enter first gained the attention of the trolls, aka commentators, when he said this.
Nice generalization there, buddy. So all commentators are trolls? This video, I can already tell, is going to stab me in the eye.
And dedicated another poem to it. And to those who are saying there's a difference between cyberbullying and trolling, shut the fuck up. That's a part of the problem. You want to know the difference?
You're going to leave another Enter clip in the video? Oh my god, I have no time for this. Skip!
Wait, how is that funny?
Heard it here, folks. He actually believes that trolling and cyberbullying are the same thing, even though anybody with a perfectly functioning brain can tell you that they're two completely separate things. Maybe he tried to sleep with a troll once upon a time, and then they smacked him upside the head with a grapefruit, and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, trolls. You're nothing but a bunch of cyberbullies. Everybody look, trolls are nothing but cyberbullies."
What the fuck? That joke didn't make any sense. A troll, then grapefruit, then what? Was that seriously supposed to be a joke? Because it made absolutely no sense.
He garnered a lot of criticism for that statement, so much so that numerous people decided to commentate on him. Instead of taking the criticism in stride and embracing it like a good critic would do, he decided to go the coward route and blocked anybody that said there was a difference between trolling and cyberbullying.
You complain about Enter not being able to take criticism when, judging by your arguments with Elena Guy 34 in the comment section of this video, you can't take any criticism either. Because you were pretty much telling Ernie that if he doesn't agree with you, then he is a mindless Enter fanboy, even though he doesn't like Mr. Enter.
Wait, how is that funny?
And in particular, he has a hatred for the creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, as he believes Seth is inferior to him. Because comparing yourself to a guy that worked at both Cartoon Network and Hanna-Barbera, has created several successful animated series and 2 live-action movies, totally works. Dude, you're not the end-all be-all for animation, you're not a god, you're not a legend, you're not a John Lasseter, Walt Disney, or Hayao Miyazaki, you're just some random guy that reviews animated series on the internet, okay? Let's just take it down a notch, alright?
So Enter can't criticize Seth MacFarlane because Seth has created shows and is more popular than him? With that logic, you shouldn't be making this video. After all, you aren't as popular as Mr. Enter.
But you know what they say, rage leads to obsession, which is not all surprising when you consider the fact Mr. Enter has Seth MacFarlane tied to a noose on the London Bridge while simultaneously smacking him in the face with a Patrick Star dildo, secretly wishing they could be gay butt buddies.
My nigga, you just got roasted! Yeah!
For fuck's sake, just stop. You aren't funny. Please.
Along with Leapy's here, Mr. Enter has one of the most cancerous fan bases on the internet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a rant on Mr. Enter, not a rant on Mr. Enter and his fans. Oh, this should be good.
Wait, how is that funny?
These are the same people responsible for saying that they wanted the people in charge of Viacom to get hit with a barbed wire bus.
So you are generalizing all of Enter's fans because of one dude on DeviantArt that probably nobody gives a shit about?
And it gets even worse than that. These are the same people that are responsible for writing a petition on Tumblr, for starting a petition, on Tumblr to harass the writers of Teen Titans Go until they killed themselves.
Where's your proof? No, seriously, where is it? Do you have a screenshot or something like that? Because I couldn't find anywhere on Tumblr a petition made so that the Teen Titans Go writers will go commit suicide.
I'm sorry, can we stop the music for a second? If you take an animated series so seriously that you actually have to start a petition to harass the writers of that said show with the main purpose of making them commit suicide, then you are a sociopath and you need some serious mental help. Now, I understand that Mr. Enter is not responsible for what his fans say or do. But the fact that he didn't reprimand these people for saying the shit that they did is morally reprehensible.
Who cares if Enter didn't say anything about these people? Why should Enter be at fault for something that he didn't even fucking do? Now, it would be different if Enter told his fans to do that, but unfortunately for you, that's not the case.
And this is a guy that claims to be against bullying and harassment. But it's become pretty evident to me that he only cares about bullying and harassment as long as it happens to him. But if it happens to other people, he doesn't give a flying fuck.
It's his fans, not him, his fans! And to refute this claim even more, Enter literally told his fans not to harass writers in his Pet Sitter Pat review.
In what turned out to be a badly made excuse to call out one of the writers personally. You could say that it was a dash of overreaction. It went all the way up to rebutting to his Twitter feed, and that led to a lot of people harassing him on Twitter. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Don't do that. Like, please don't do that. That's not good, guys. That's bad.
Wait, how is that funny?
But I found something even worse than that. 3 fanboys, or to be more specific, fan brats. Let's just take a look. So I'm gonna go after 3 of Mr. Enter's fan brats, and I'm gonna do it in video form because it's a lot more fun that way. The first one is by a guy by the name of EliniGuy34 or Ernie Krause.
Even though Illini Guy has stated that he doesn't like Enter and he doesn't watch his videos anymore.
Who responded to an obvious troll by the name of Kevin the Sponge 41, who screen capped Mr. Enter's ED page, or at least portions of it. The fact that you would fall for a troll is utterly ridiculous. I mean, you can tell it's an obvious troll, you know, like if I go to his page and I look at it, you look at the profile picture, and you look here, you look at the, you can see by the profile picture, you can tell that, he's an obvious troll. He's just doing it to get a rise out of people.
So his profile picture is why he's an obvious troll? That's literally the dumbest thing I have heard this week. With that logic, we might as well go ahead and say that I'm a troll for my profile picture.
And these idiots fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I don't know what's worse, actually responding to a troll and giving them a reaction, or believing that ED is real. Fun fact, EliniGuy34 actually tried to discredit the ED article that was written about Mr. Enter, stating that it wasn't accurate. Now, he was only saying this, obviously, because it said things about Mr. Enter that he didn't like, and he's obviously a ginormous Mr. Enter fan brat, but that's pretty evident.
Or maybe he said that since Encyclopedia Dramatica is a website that practically anyone can edit, thus it shouldn't really be taken seriously.
He seems to have completely forgotten the fact that ED is a satirical wiki that's not supposed to be taken seriously, and come on. If you take ED even remotely seriously, then I just question your intelligence, man.
You know what? You are right. Encyclopedia Dramatica shouldn't be taken seriously considering it's a satirical wiki. Nice job, you actually managed to get something right in this video. Well, if that's the case, then please lecture me. Why the fuck did you use ED as a source in your description? You say it shouldn't be taken seriously, yet you use it as an actual source. You are retarded. No ifs, ands, or buts.
That's all I gotta say. You know, that's just... Why would you respond to a troll, and then why would you continue to give them a reaction? That's just so stupid. Oh my god, my brain hurts. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. And then I ran into another one by the name of John Walker 123.
John Walker 123?
And I informed him that I would be making a video about Mr. Enter, and this is what he said to me via notes on DVR. He says, I do see what you're saying, and I respect your opinion. Which is utter bullshit because, again, he's another Mr. Enter fan brat who basically attacks anybody that expresses any sort of negative opinion about Mr. Enter. I'm not kidding. You know, it's utterly ridiculous. I mean, like this one here. He falls for the exact same troll. He falls for the exact same guy, Kevin the Sponge 41.
And look at the date this post was made. October 2015. That was 6 months ago. Is that seriously the only evidence you got? Shit that happened 6 months ago?
Wait, how is that funny?
But this is how Mr. Enter's fanbase is, and I just want to get that out there, that not everybody in Mr. Enter's fanbase is like this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of really calm, awesome, level-headed people that just like the work the guy puts out, and that's that.
You say that, yet you generalize his entire fanbase multiple times throughout the video.
Wait, how is that funny?
Anyways, move on to the last one, the Missing Mystery. She is arguably the biggest fan brat of them all.
Missing Mystery? Holy shit, you stupid hypocritical asswipe. You bitched and moaned for about 2 minutes on Illini Guy and John taking a quote-unquote obvious troll too seriously, yet you are doing the exact same fucking thing right now. Missing Mystery is a troll, you fucking idiot.
Wait, how is that funny?
Does crossovers with Pie Guy Drools and Thomas Memory Dan. Wait, what? Those are not their actual names? Then what the hell are their actual names? Pie Guy Rules and Thomas Memory Central? Oh, come on, I don't write a script for any of these videos. You'd think it would be easy for me to remember a goddamn name, let alone 2 goddamn names. I mean, these videos are already lazy and cheap with Windows Movie Maker. You'd think it would be easy for me to remember a name.
What's your point? No, seriously, who the fuck cares if you can't remember the name of Pie Guy and Thomas? And if that was supposed to be a joke, it failed miserably because there was no context to it. You literally just inserted it randomly into the video.
Wait, how is that funny?
I do not hate the mysterious Mr. Enter. Let me repeat that. I do not hate the mysterious Mr. Enter.
Even though you blamed him for the actions of his fans and you make false accusations about him. Just admit that you hate Enter and stop trying to act neutral when you clearly have a bias against him.
I'm just getting that disclaimer out there so none of his fan brats can come and attack me and say that I'm an anti-Mr. Enter stan or that I'm a hater. But that's not going to stop them anyway, so whatever. Now, I don't usually like to judge a book by its cover. I usually like to give everything a fair chance.
Yet you insulted Enter and said he can't criticize Seth MacFarlane because he is just a guy who reviews cartoons on the internet.
And I watched one of his animated atrocities, and that was the one he did on the Family Guy episode titled Seahorse She-Shell Party. And while that particular episode was really bad in of itself, that animated atrocity was so bad, so awful, that it turned me off the series altogether.
Care to give any reasons why Enter's review of Seashell's Seahorse Party sucked? Also, you do realize that's one of Enter's older reviews, right?
I'm sorry to say this, Mr. Enter fans, but this is just my opinion. I personally find Mr. Enter to be boring as shit. Seriously. Not only does he lack any sort of humor, wit, or charm that essentially makes him nothing more than the poor man's Channel Awesome, and say what you will about the Channel Awesome reviewers, but at least they actually care about what they're doing. At least they actually sound like they're having fun.
Who's to say that Enter doesn't care? Honestly, if you ask me, the problem with Enter is that he cares way too much about cartoons.
Wait, how is that funny?
His voice is also extremely monotonous. That makes the videos hard to sit through.
And homonyms are really juicy. That should be a meme. But seriously, you're going to use Enter's voice as an actual complaint? Something he can't fucking control?
And when you combine that with a bloated video length, seriously, some of his videos are like 40 minutes long. And this is coming from someone whose last 2 episodes in this series were long and outdrawn and overblown.
Wow, so you admit that your videos are much longer than they need to be, yet you are still going to criticize Enter for that reason. Oh my god, you are honestly one of the biggest fucking hypocrites I've seen in quite a while.
When I'm saying that, that should be saying something right there.
Yeah, it says that you're a hypocrite.
I mean, it's just so hard to get through. And you also combine that with the fact that he has an ego the size of Kanye West and he thinks he's God's gift to animation when he himself is just a guy that reviews animated series on the internet. He's nothing more than that.
You complain about Enter having an ego when you are basically saying that all people who think you're full of shit are fanboys. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. This video was absolutely horrendous. It was definitely worse than Kablam's video. The hypocrisy and arrogance in this video knows no bounds and it's fucking atrocious. Oh, and Douglas, before you try to say anything, let me just say that I hate the Mysterious Mr. Enter, so don't even try to call me a fanboy. Alright guys, can I ask this very simple request from you guys? Just this very simple request. Can we please stop doing commentaries on Mr. Enter or videos on Mr. Enter for the sole fact that it's on Enter and actually bring up something new and good points? That's what I'm asking for, nothing more. Because, you know, this whole Enter hate bandwagon that has, born, at first it was fine because, the first commentaries and videos I've seen on Enter were good. Hell, I was one of the first people who made a video on Enter back in my Ultimate Rancher 77 account. I've seen those videos and they're fine. Now, it's just people are doing videos on Enter for the sole fact that he's Mr. Enter. And Mr. Enter is wrong because he's Mr. Enter. And it's getting really annoying. And what makes this worse is that these people who joined this Enter hate bandwagon, they criticize Enter for doing things, yet they do the exact same things let alone in videos or in comments. Okay, you see with Clay Claymore, he complained on Enter, labeling all of his critics as trolls. He complained about that, and he complained about Enter not being able to take criticism. Yet look what happened with the whole drama between me and him. He labeled everybody who disagreed with him as a nostalgia critic fanboy, and he couldn't take any criticism. The exact same thing he criticized Enter for. And now you have it with this guy, Douglas or whatever. He criticized what's his face? He criticized Enter for criticizing Seth MacFarlane because Seth is much more popular than him. Yet look what he's doing. He's criticizing Mr. Enter, who's much more popular than him, and it's just such a level of hypocrisy. Just absolutely hypocrisy. And the whole thing was kablam. All I'm just gonna say to this, people, is that if you're going to make a video on Mr. Enter, at least bring something new to the table. I mean, Enter, he's been commentated on so much that there's practically almost nothing you can bring new to the table. Okay, he's not gonna take any of the criticism given to him. He's pretty much like Ben the Looney. Okay, he's Ben the Looney 2.0. He's a guy who bitches too much about cartoons. He's not gonna take any criticism. It's annoying. And look, I wouldn't mind it so much if you made a video on Mr. Enter if you actually brung, or I don't even know if that's proper English, but if you actually made good points. But the problem is that these newer Mr. Enter videos I keep seeing, the points that are made are really bad. They're not good points at all. I mean, this Douglas kid, this video, I'm just gonna be completely honest here. This video that Douglas made is quite possibly the worst video I've commentated on so far. Because there's so much hypocritical statements, so much, irrelevant bullshit in the video. It's practically mind-blowing. Okay? Now look, after this commentary / rant, whatever you like to call it, I'm gonna be done making videos on anything on Enter related because, honestly, I don't even care about Enter anymore. It's just getting really annoying. Okay, no more videos that are Enter related. And I'm gonna take a break from commentaries maybe. I'm not sure because I actually have some work from school I gotta do. But whatever, it's just getting really annoying. Anyways, I'm MDTV here, the alternative, signing off. Anyway, have a nice day, everybody. That's all I can say. Kudos. That's really dumb. Or bye or ciao. Whatever. Just whatever. Fuck off.